Every year in America, fires kill more people than all natural disasters combined. 8 out of 10 fire deaths happen in our own homes. Thanks to recent breakthroughs, residential sprinkler systems are very affordable and easy to install. In fact, for about 1 to 1.5% of the construction cost of a new home, you could enjoy the life and property saving benefits of a home fire sprinkler system. To learn more about home fire sprinkler systems, we asked Gary Turner, owner of Urban Fire Protection, to show us a new installation. We started outside at the source. Gary, we've got the water meter right here. Is it pretty normal to tap off the line going to the house then?
Yeah, Michael, what normally happens is the domestic line taps the city main, runs to the meter, and then there's a line from the water meter to the cutoff valves just outside the grade beam of the home, and which supplies the domestic water. About a foot or so this side of the grade beam between the water meter and the domestic cutoff valve is where the fire sprinkler system supply taps in and makes its connection, and then there's a dedicated line that runs from the domestic water supply to the fire sprinkler riser location. Michael, let me show you the plan of where we just were outside and how it comes into the home.
Okay, here's your city water main.
Right.
There's our meter.
Right. And the supply to the home, where the domestic cuts off and the fire line continues on into the home here.
Okay, underneath the foundation?
Underneath the slab, and it rises above the slab. But this is generally a copper pipe. This will rise above the slab, and that's what's behind you at the riser, what we call the riser location.
Okay, right over here?
Right.
Okay, and this where, okay, there's where it came out of the foundation. It's coming up right through here. You have it wrapped so it won't get corroded by the concrete. And then, how come plastic?
Plastic was developed about 15 years ago for this industry. This is a very good product. It carries a 10-year manufacturer's warranty on pipe fittings and cement.
It's going to be around fires. I mean, how much heat can the plastic take?
Unlike a regular PVC that'll melt at a 250-degree temperature, this is a CPVC product that will withstand temperatures in excess of 1,600 degrees when it's water-filled. It'll also withstand pressures in excess of 1,700 psi.
Okay, so we're not going to have a problem up in the ceiling. If the fire starts up there, it's not going to melt this pipe.
Not at all.
Okay.
All it will do is it'll alligator, and it'll act as an intumescent, melt right back to itself.
Melt into itself.
Melt right back to itself. Your riser assembly here, you have a backflow prevention device that's required now by most water purveyors or water authorities these days.
Okay.
We convert after the backflow device to a plastic. Then we have what's called a water flow detector. This is what sends your local audible alarm to your signaling device like a bell or a horn strobe.
Okay, so besides the smoke detector, we will have an alarm when the sprinkler system goes on?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sure will. This is not only can it be local, it could also be monitored by a central station. So if you're not home, they know. Okay, Gary, I can follow the pipe. Then I see inside this room you've actually got 2 places for sprinkler heads to be attached. Right. How come 2 instead of 1? Well, in this room, Michael, it's a 16-foot by 14-foot room, which only requires 1 sprinkler, with the exception that we have a ceiling obstruction by the light fixture in the center of the room. Okay. It forms an obstruction to our spray pattern, which means that now we have to split those up and have 2 sprinklers. Okay, and how much area will a sprinkler cover? They're designed generally for a 16 by 16 foot spray pattern, meaning you can be 8 foot off of any 2 walls. Okay. Or a maximum of 8 foot. So we could have done one, like you said, if the light wasn't right there in the center of the room. Right. Okay. The sprinklers are heat activated, so that only the sprinkler in the fire area actually activates. This solder that's in 3 points diffuses at 135 degrees. The cover plate falls away, allowing the sprinkler deflector to drop. Just pops down. Just a gravity fall. Okay. The deflector for the water falls at that point. It gets the sprinkler ready to discharge water. At 160 degrees, and you can see inside the fusible element there, at 160, that element softens, the water pressure blows it away, it hits the deflector and discharges in a spherical small droplet pattern. Gary built this burn room to demonstrate both how quickly a fire can spread and how fast a sprinkler can work. For our demo, he set 100% untreated cotton drapery fabric on fire.
You can see how quickly the flames spread. Remember, Gary told us that fire can double itself every 30 seconds. A home fire sprinkler system generally activates within 60 to 90 seconds of ignition. In this case, it takes just 32 seconds from the time you set the fire to the time the cover plate falls and the sprinkler goes off. And it takes the sprinkler just 15 seconds at a rate of 18 gallons a minute to bring the fire under control. The average national response time for fire departments is 4.5 minutes. In that time, home sprinklers can contain or even extinguish a fire. In fact, 90% of fires are contained by the operation of just one sprinkler. A home fire sprinkler system can save you money on your homeowner's insurance policy, between 5 and 15%, maybe more. And they're not just for new construction. You can retrofit your existing home.